Warning, this podcast contains graphic language. What's going on out there, MGTOW? What's going on out there in the manosphere? You are right here, KDR, aka Kendall Rican Podcast. I'm right here in the Pacific Northwest, just podcasting it up all across the world, baby. Welcome back, gentlemen. Welcome back. Let's see who's out there tonight. You know, I'm leaving this stuff for the morning, and the fellas can check it out and stuff like that. So, no further ado, if this is your first time in the podcast, guess what? This is not your average podcast, all right? I'm on here, I talk shit and stuff like that, bring a little bit of my opinion, and it is what it is. So, let's start with the intro, gentlemen. Let's see who's out here tonight. And welcome to the West Coast.
It's getting serious on this track, fam.
I cannot respect you, no reason. I do. Oh, he's simping for some pussy, bitches. I'll be a simp all day. Fuck you. Oh, he's simping for some pussy, bitches. I'll be a simp all day. Fuck you. I cannot respect you, no reason. I do.
Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome to Kendall Rican Podcast. So I want to keep the podcast very short, very pithy. You know, I'm just one man out here, just like you out here. I put, my underwears one leg at a time, my pants one leg at a time, one socks, a sock one leg at a time, coat, so on and so forth. Right? I'm just your average man, just like you are. But that doesn't mean that I read and do things and comprehend and stuff like that, and trying to understand the insanity of the world. And I'm trying to make sense in my mind what is suitable for me. But I digress. And it was like, I believe like 2 or 3 podcasts ago, I think when Donald Trump got elected, right? And I said in the podcast, the first department it needs to be abolished is the education department. Right? The education department. Demolished in 1,000 pieces. So the great gods out there in heaven, whoever's out there, he got a message. So today, he said the Department of Education is bye-bye. Gone for the federales. And I said to myself, holy shit. That is totally fucking awesome. Matter of fact, if you give me a moment right here. If you give me a moment. Let me see if I got this sound by here. Yeah. So I read the article, and he put a video out there that he's going to abolish the Department of Education. And I say to myself, yes, I sure fucking did. I don't know. I think sometimes the universe is connected. I probably had a main line out there with Trump. Yo, Trump, take this shit down. Take it down. And I know why. I was a single father. right? And I mentioned this for the years and stuff. And I deal with so-called educators and stuff like that, especially female educators and having a male child and stuff like that. I know how these people operate and stuff like that, you know. So that's out of the window. Thank heaven. Hold on. Let me give you another hallelujah out here. I was fabulasted. I was like, hell, fuck yeah. I was like, this is what I'm talking about for the last 15 to 16 years. You know, it's going to go back to the states. The state's going to go educate the children and shit like that. And it's going to cut down the fat. There's too much fat in the federal government. And they want to know your business and shit. You know? Too much bureaucracy. So the good Lord, the good gods out there in the heavens send a message. And the message is clear. For the last 4 years. I don't know who's going to implement these, if after he's gone, I don't know who's going to be who, what. But for now, 4 years, I'll take it. I'll take it. 4 years, I'll take the motherfucker. No Department of Education at the federal level, I'll take it. Because the money that we spend in education is not correlating. They're not educating shit, but in decorating shit. It's indoctrination. So why? Why pay? So much bureaucracy. And besides, the Department of Education was implemented in 1980 by Jimmy Carter. So he hasn't been here that long. That's another fat to cut on the grease of the budget. Another one, just the Department of Energy, worthless. Cut that shit off. But I'm glad they started with the Department of Education. Now, this is my topic that I'm going to talk about. The so-called movement, right? The B4 movement, right? And the problem with these chicks out there, they've been indoctrinated for many years. The 4B movement. So it's kind of vital to abolish the federal education department. Because that's the C was implemented back in the 1980s, and now we're reaping as citizens these chicks for the last, I say, since 25 years, right? So that's kind of important. Leave the education to local state. Same thing with abortion. Local state can do the local things and stuff like that. Quit doing this federal thing that the whole fucking country got to do whatever the mandate of the federal government, and everybody got to implement these fucking rules and shit like that. Fuck them. Let each state do whatever the fuck they want to do. If a chick get pregnant and she's in Florida, right? But Texas is legal to have an abortion, it's an inconvenience, of course. But ain't nobody gonna take your birth rights and shit like that. It's inconvenience. Which, you know, nowadays, if you think about this abortion nonsense and bullshit, it's horse shit. It's like this leftist maniac, they pretend like they don't have the morning after pill, right? It's like $40. A chick, a man want to fuck a chick, he better have $40 in his pocket and say, hey, bitch, I'm not trying to have kids, so here, swallow this thing here before we do this shit, right? So it's not, and birth control and pills and stuff like that, it's a non-topic. Which brings me to the new movement, right? Because the problem is feminists, leftists, maniacs. And trust me, I'm not exaggerating, they're everywhere. From the halls of Congress to the Senate to academia to you work, any chick. They got a 4-year college bachelor degree from whatever university in the last 25, 30 years. Their mind has been polluted. So they got the new movement going on out there, for heaven's sake, right? They can holler, they can scream, they can jump up and down. The people have spoken. We don't want this bullshit. Men, women, they did it. But you gotta understand the leftists. If you think that just because the guy you voted for, they're not gonna put up a fight, oh, they're gonna put up a fight. It's like a cat. It's like a cat trapped on a corner. And this leftist maniac will fight and cry and shit like that to get out of that corner. Oh, yeah. I know this for fact, man. I lived out here in the state of Washington. I know these individuals. So now they got this new movement, right? Because the last movement, it was like the pussy hats and shit and stuff like that. Remember the pussy hat and stuff? Same agenda. We're not gonna have sex with men. No, we're gonna have this and that and blah 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 and stuff, right? So just for shits and giggles, because on the MGTOW philosophy. Quite like a few years ago, they used to say the future is between man and machine. So let's do a little ChatGPT shit out here, just for entertaining sake, right? So let's do this. Just bear with me. Let me go out here. Let me go out here. Let me call this guy. Here we go. The sound quality might suck, but we get the message. Hello? The thing's thinking.
Sure, here's a possible translation into German. Die Tonqualität könnte mäßig sein.
I'm not talking about German. I'm not saying German. Let's try this again. What's going on, ChatGPT?
As an artificial intelligence language model created by OpenAI, I'm here to assist you with any questions, provide information, or engaging conversations. How can I assist you today?
Well, today you can assist me with this fairly modern movement with the 4B and it started in South Korea, and then it moved just recently in the United States. Can you give me a brief history about it?
Certainly. The Ford B Series refers to a lineup of compact pickup trucks manufactured and sold by Ford Motor Company. These trucks are known for their versatile capabilities.
Okay, so he probably do not know that yet.
Personal applications. The B Series was first introduced.
Hold on. Let me do this again. What's up?
Just here to assist and chat about anything you need. How can I help you today?
Actually, I'm doing research regarding to the 4B Bravo movement that started in Korea and South Korea, and currently is moving into United States. Can you give me a brief history of the 4B movement from Korea to United States?
I'd be happy to help with information about the 4B movement. The 4B movement, or the 4Bs, refers to a Korean beauty standard that focuses on achieving a specific idealized physical appearance. The phrase 4B stands for big eyes, small face, tall nose, thin lips, and these traits are considered desirable in Korean culture. However, it's important to note that the 4B standard can be controversial and has been criticized for reinforcing unrealistic beauty ideals. In terms of the movement's spread to the United States, it's difficult to provide a concise history.
Because it's current, it's happening as we speak, right?
Yes, you're correct. The 4B movement is currently happening as we speak, and its impact and spread continue to be a topic of discussion in both Korea and the United States.
Okay, that's good for now. So we have a little bit of understanding what's taking place, gentlemen. So there we go. Okay, so I got my, I knew it started in Korea. I know that. Okay. But it's just for the podcast. So you don't think that I'm making some shit up and, just put the info out there. That's what I'm doing. That's it, gentlemen. That's it. Nothing else, nothing more. I don't know how these feminist maniacs came out with this 4B movement. They put shit out their asses. Like I say, the Marxists, they're like cats on a corner. They are strapped up, pinned up, and they will fucking bite your ass and scratch the way out of the situation. Now, my point of view, that's Eastern culture, right? But I know the Western modern women. I know them very well, for heaven's sake. They talk shit. They shave their hair. They do this. They do that. They're a bunch of attention whores. That's what they are, attention whores. Do you think I take these movements seriously? Are you fucking kidding me? No, I don't take this shit seriously. Maybe some young folk out there take these bitches seriously. I don't take them seriously. Why? So according to the new movement, right? Check it out. No sex. No sex. No marriage. No sex, no marriage. What's the other fucking thing they came about? No sex, no marriage. Just bear with me, cause I'm trying to figure out this clusterfuck that this bitch is trying to do out here. I don't know. No sex, no marriage, no relationship, and no children. Yes, and no children. Well, guess what? They haven't been participating in this stuff for the last 25 or 30 years. So what the fuck is new? It's not new. You know, it's not new. Women, they want to have their career. They're going to go to college. And they self-independent women. They graduate from college. They go to whatever field they're in, nursing, this, that, whatever the fuck they graduated from university and stuff like that. They got a house, they got cars and stuff like that, but they ain't got no man, and they're childless. So this is not new. It's not new. Well, what new about it? Has been taking place in the United States for at least 25 to 30 years. Minimum. Right? And then in my state, you have a lot of old chicks in the mid-30s and early 40s having children and shit. They late to the game. Late to the game, man. So this movement is utter nonsense and bullshit, my point of view. You know? So the way I see it, right? Because it's very easy to digest this horseshit with this movement. It's very easy. I can break it down real quick. Is this chicks claiming that they're gonna be celibate? They're gonna not have a relationship. They don't want to have children, and they don't want to get married. So guess what? They came to be a conservative woman. Pretty much. Or none. One of those two. A conservative woman or none. That's how I view this thing. Right? That's how I see it. How else can I see it? They became leftist maniac, fucking everybody to be conservative. Right? Because that is a conservative issue for women, right? Not having sex, not being involved with man relationship, not getting married. Well, you know, you get the basic. When the conservative women, they want to get married, stuff like that. But at least halfway into the conservative chicks out there. Think about it. I don't believe nothing. Check this out. So it's a fairly new movement. You heard the AI out there. Fairly new movement. I'll say give or take. Right? They're not gonna have sex. They're not gonna get no relationship. They're not gonna do this. They're not gonna do that. And let's see how long they're gonna last. I say by Christmas, all these chicks, they cut their hair and did all kinds of radical shit. They be out there on their knees by Christmas. Oh yeah, they're gonna be on their knees. Especially if they work for a company and they got their Christmas party and people drinking and having a good time and shit, and they haven't seen a cock in a month and a half, and next thing you know, they be shoving that cock deep in their throat. Then after the party going out there, the party's going to continue. They're going to continue riding the cock carousel. That's it. They just going a little bit of a diet. Just a diet. You know? Just a little diet. Just getting a little diet. Not having sex and shit like that. Unbelievable. If they're serious about a situation, they don't want to do anything like that. Can you fucking bitches stop with their legging pants and stuff like that? Right? Of course they're not going to do that. If all these chicks from this movement say, we're not going to wear no leggings, then I take them seriously. Otherwise, you can't take these fucking maniacs seriously. You cannot take these maniacs seriously, man. The worst type of women is the leftist women in the United States. It doesn't matter what kind of background they are. I don't give a fuck if they Asian, Latina, black, white, shit. I've done them all. And the most crazy maniacs are those who have graduated from universities and they have a bachelor on some shit. It doesn't matter what kind of shit there is. The worst chicks to date. To fuck around. Even to fuck them. It's a clusterfuck with these chicks. The more education they got, the worse their fucking brain works. Reality. Do you think that, you know, these 4B movement and all these chicks on TikTok, I get it. You know, it's the young generation and shit like that. I get it. I'll do YouTube and stuff like that. Do you think the average chick who's out there at Starbucks, I'm putting Starbucks out here because I live in the Pacific Northwest, you barista, you fast food worker, whatever, at 22, 23, because that's the demographic of these chicks talking about, 20-somethings. And of course, you got some old bitches, they don't let the shit go. You know? I seen old chicks in TikTok. It's like, bitch, you ain't got no fucking business showing your face and stuff like that and talking about you enjoying the 4B movement. And I'm thinking, well, you childless chick. Women who have children don't have the time to talk about 4B. They really don't. They really don't. They got to deal with children and shit like that, or child, even though they're a single mom, whatever, right? This is more like a young chick stuff in their 20s and shit like that, you know? But you think your average chick out there, you know, who's working and stuff like that, they worry about this 4B business and stuff like that? No, only those who's in universities and stuff like that, spoiled brats and shit. where mom gave you something and daddy gave you something and they used, those the one come up with this idea, this ideology. Your rich chick don't give a fuck about this shit. She's gonna be a chick. She's gonna meet Tyrone. She's gonna meet Joel. She's gonna meet Ching Ching. She's gonna meet whoever. And ride that cock carousel. That's it, gentlemen. So all these chicks talking about this movement is nonsense. It's horseshit. They be back in the saddle. They be back in the saddle by Christmas time. And they be back riding the cock carousel. Trust me. Put this in the bank. They be back in the saddle riding the cock carousel. But that's what they do. Like it or not. So this bullshit with a 4B, this nonsense, this horseshit. Just wait for the first Christmas party and they can link her up and stuff. Matter of fact, the ugliest god, she gonna go out there and beat her knees real fast, real quick. Because there's no, with these leftist maniacs, and I got to give them credit because they are explorer when it comes down to sexuality. They don't give a fuck. They will lick a pussy, two cocks, shit like that. Oh yeah. Oh, wait, listen, man. What do you think they call it? A college experience for chicks. They do all kinds of deviant shit in universities. I'm not bullshitting you, man. Right now, they piss. But don't you worry. They'll be out there on their knees pretty fucking soon. But the thing is that, like, the media is like, oh, there's a movement and blah, 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 blah. Horseshit. Nonsense. Bullshit. The media hype this thing up, right? But, with me, I'm talking about because, I know female nature and my channel is men going their own way. And I'm doing a philosophy regarding to this topic because it's time to talk about it because it's here in our face. Right? It's here in my face, so I need to talk about it. Because I'm not fooled by it, Can't fool me. I know these skanks for many years. I'm not a young cat. But these young cats, they are getting very wiser, very smart. They're not messing up. They're not fucking up with these bitches. They are not fucking with these bitches. The American man is getting wiser. It doesn't matter what race you are. They saw somebody who's male in their own family get fucked by the court system, especially with family courts and stuff like that. And they say to themselves, no, I'm good, fam. Fam, I'm good. I don't want to participate. Yes, I will fuck you and shit like that and stuff like that and shit. But nah, I'm not doing that. I saw my dad get divorced. I saw my uncle, my cousin, my brother, and shit like that. And so all these bitches talking about that movement before, it was before, 4B, right? 4B, so it was before men got awakening. Yeah. There's a lot of men out there, especially these young cats. They not participating in this bullshit at all. Holy shit, I gotta take a piss. Just bear with me. Oh, what the hell happened here? My speaker went down. Let me see. Let me see. Hey man, I'm dealing with some fucked up shit, equipment and stuff like that. So just bear with me and I'll be right back.
I'll be in ship all day. Fuck you. Because I respect Kendra Rickon. I do. Oh, he's shipping for some pussy. Bitches. I'll be in ship all day. Fuck you. I'll be in ship all day. Fuck you. Oh, he's shipping for some pussy. Bitches.
My bad, gentlemen. My bad. I had to drain the snake, man. The snake was full, so I had to drain. I had to drain that bad boy. Otherwise, you know, crazy shit can happen to my body. So I've been drinking a lot of liquid and stuff like that. And when you got to take a piss, even Joe Rogan, he's like, "You gotta use the bathroom." Yeah, I gotta use the bathroom. Okay, let's pause this shit and let's take a piss. And that's what I did. I took a piss. We here. So to put this in conclusion for the podcast, you know, I'm in a good mood. I am. For the last week since Tuesday, I've been feeling good. Not great, but good. And I'm seeing good things happening. In the future. For at least the next 2 to 3 years. It had to be some kind of reverse what took place in the last 4 years, you know. Like they call it the yin and the yang. The cycle of life, you know. But to put the podcast in conclusion, oh, just bear with me, gentlemen. I'm going to smoke a little bit of cannabis, if you don't mind. Let me see. Oh, that motherfucker was gone. All right. Let me put a little bit of butt here before I go to sleep. You know, I worked for like 10 hours and I'm still kicking ass. But I slept like an animal on Veterans Day. I tell myself I take Veterans Day off due to the fact, you know, my dad's a veteran for retired from the United States Army, 23 years. So that holiday for me is secret. So I don't do shit. And I slept like a bear on hibernation on the wintertime. I sure fucking did. To put the podcast in conclusion, I am very happy to hear that the Department of Education is going to be demolished in 300,000 pieces. I'm glad for that. I'm glad that these feminist skanks, they're showing their true nature again, because they don't get their way, because they're so-called a Marxist representative, there's a female, lost the election. So fuck off, you Marxist feminist government. I'm glad for that. And I'm glad that the Republic's still here. We're still here. The Republic's still here. My hope, there's going to be a lot of changes inside the government. That's my hope. I won't hold my breath. That is my hope. And it got to be done fast and quick. No bullshit, no nonsense, fast and quick. Well, gentlemen, like I always say, peace. Stay MGTOW. I will catch you next podcast, live stream, or video. Let the universe be with you.